Guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is chapter 78, gut check of my first two loves. Let's get started. Now playing as a On the first day of the new year, I woke up feeling almost drunk with happiness. It was the only way to describe the giddy after effects of one of the best nights of my life. I saw you kiss Bella, and I felt super overwhelmed because deep down I wished it was me instead. Addie. But I had never had feelings for a girl before, so I tried to pretend what I'm feeling is just a friendship, but I'm in love with you, and I'm sorry to it took me so long to finally admit it. And as the clock struck midnight, she had kissed me, soft and sweet and passionate. I still can't believe it happened. Addie Price told me she loved me, and after everyone had gone home, well, I pressed my face into the bedsheets, breathing in her scent. If I closed my eyes, it was like the night had never ended. What do you do? Do you leave the after party with Auntie? Focus on your present. But unfortunately, it had. I woke up the next morning convinced that nothing could ever be wrong with the world again. Awa. So when I bounced down the stairs to the kitchen, the last thing I expected to see was my parents sitting stone-faced at the kitchen table. Good morning. That depends on your definition of good. Do you have any idea how disappointed we are? Papa, the party wasn't that bad. No one crapped on the blades of the ceiling fan this time, and I actually think the car looks better now. What had they do to the car? Before you dig yourself an even deeper hole, maybe you should take a look at what came in mail today. She gestured at the far end of the table. Open it. Dear Mrs. Lawrence, we have written numerous times about your enrollment deposit. Oops. Oops, is that really all you have to say for yourself? I gave you that check weeks ago. Hava, you're going to college. We won't always be around to check the mail. You have got to be responsible than this. I know, Mama, and I'm sorry. I meant to do it. I just forgot. I hadn't actually, but I forgot. It was an easier pill to swallow. Then I don't think I want to go to you and Papa's alma mater, or any matter for that matter. My parents were textbooks upper middle class. They had master's degree, inheritance, stock portfolios, and they had used it all to give me every opportunity to succeed in life. How was I supposed to tell them that I was considering throwing it all away? Mama pushed her chair back from the table with a scrape and wrapped me in a hug. Not to worry, love bug. Papa and I still know some people in the purser's office, and I'm sure they can fudge the deadline a bit. But you'll have to drop the check off in person today, Awa. There will be no more chance after this. I'll go now. That's my girl. See, Paul, crisis averted. Now, can we please have some breakfast? After we sat down to eat, I tried to go to campus. Come on, Amma. College won't be that bad. There are new experiences, and it's where everyone meets their lifelong friends. But a flurry of legitimate concerns flooded my mind. But what's college without gripping depth, bone chilling homesickness, the fear that I'm inadequate? And though I did my best to beat them back, I'm an excellent student, they wouldn't have accepted me otherwise. Then again, 30% of students do drop out of after first semester. Then the more I thought about taking that off ramp, paying the fee and hanging around people like the student I had run into before the tour, the more I wanted to turn right around and go home. Screw it, I'm just gonna march back into that house, slap this check down and tell mama and papa that I'm not college material. And that I don't have a plan or even any clue what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. With a sigh, I got off highway on a whim, pulled over to a local park. Maybe some fresh air will clean up my head at the very least. It will buy me some time to come up with a way to explain all this. I trudged over to a bench and I sat to the people watch. I saw a little girl and a young man nearby dancing in the snow, or trying to dance in the snow. The guy shimmed like he had a wedgie, then half-heartedly kicked his leg up, much to the embarrassment of the little girl. From the distance, I heard, "That's not how it goes." I'm doing the best I can here, kid. Tell me the play again. No. After what had happened at the party, Noah and I weren't exactly best of friends, but the little girl looked frustrated, and he didn't look much better. Can you help us? My brother's shimmy is tragic. Ava, you don't have to. We'll figure it out eventually. Right, Hazel? Are you kidding? You don't know your head key from your high kick, and you just called the choreo, the play. It's really no big deal. Why don't I just give it a shot and show you what the move should be like, look like? Now held his hands up in truce and took my place on the bench, leaving me to turn my attention to Hazel. So what's the routine? It's a little tricky. First we wave at the audience. She waved and smiled at her brother before putting her hands on her hips and jumping into the first move. Then we shimmy and hold it. She poked out her tiny hip and framed her face with spirit fingers, and I couldn't help but smile at the showmanship. Then we do this. It's called power pose. Strike it. I planted my feet and copied her stance. Yeah, that's it, power pose. And finally, we finished with a high kick. She grunted as she forced her leg as high as it would go and promptly landed right on her butt. But I can't ever get it. But it just takes some practice and a little balance. You wind up the arm on the same side you kick with and then hit high kick. I shot my leg into a high kick before popping it down back. Wow, you're so good. It's nothing but hard work and practice. Are you ready to put the moves together? Let's do it. She cued Nod to play the music, and right as the beat dropped, we launched into the choreography. First, we wave. While Hazel beamed at her brother, I waved to an invisible audience. I called out the counts as we moved through the routine, encouraging Hazel along the way. That was a great shimmy, Hazel. No, did you see me? Yeah, I see you, kid. Finally, we got to the last move. High kick. Power pose. Last was a high kick, I guess. I caught Hazel watching me nervously and shot her a smile. We'll do it together, ready? Wind up and kick. Together we kicked as high as we could before snapping our legs back down. I did it. It looked great to me. Why don't we run it out with some freestyle? He hopped off bench and spun Hazel around. She giggled. As soon as Naw sat her down, she grinned at me. That was pretty fun. I wish you were my teacher. So do I, actually. And I meant it. I hadn't had fun like that since Addie and I had cheered together freshman year, back when it was just about the love of the support. We should get home, but thanks for taking the time to help out. You didn't have to, especially after. Don't sweat it, believe it or not. You guys helped me too. Hazel headed over to their car, but Naw hung back, and he let a moment pass between us before he spoke. Look, I get what Addie sees in you. You are good for her. I think you might even inspire her. And I'm not trying to mark my territory or anything. At the end of the day, I just want Addie to be happy. But you should know, I am good for her too, and I am not going anywhere until she tells me to. As I watched him walk away, I felt dread settled deep in my stomach. It was no longer a question for whether Addie loved me, but whether that love would be enough to make her choose me. And the more I thought about it, the more I found myself wondering, what if it wasn't? Well, if I will think more about it, I will go mad. But this was it for chapter 78, and I hope you like chapter 79 more and more. Thank you for watching with me till end. Bye bye. See you soon.